Hello and welcome to this edition of Saturday Chat with me, Big Scott 35. Uh just gonna talk about things. I liked how I did my book a couple of weeks ago, probably been longer than that. So I'm gonna go through I just recently finished my 55 card set of uh Batman 66. Uh So while I'm talking about the week there was, we did Sunday night. This is number one of Batman. Let me see if I can't get this focus. I always have it good, and then I start the show. That's better. 1.5 on number on the first card. So we started a week off with you know talking about the National head. Uh, Mike on, talking about preparing, what you kind of want to look forward to, what you want to take, how you're going to address because it's such a big show. You got to have somewhat of a plan of attack for the show, outside the show, getting to the show, leaving the show. Uh, you just, man, this is a nice looking car, a little off centered, but man, lot of vibrant colors. This set is very very colorful. I really like it. Uh, so that was pretty cool. Then Wednesday showed off some oversized stuff that I've been purchasing. I love the oversized. Look at all that color. Just love the colors in this set. Um, showed off that. I have some more pickups from that, what I've been getting. The last couple of weeks been kind of slow, picking up stuff, been, getting ready. We're within 5 weeks now, or right at the 5 week mark of the National. And then that brings me to today, Monday, talked with my dad, forgot about that. Had another great talk with him. But that brings us to today. We just showing off some love this Batman 66. Like I said before, I'll go over it a little bit. So 66 Batman, this was with getting ready before the TV show. So if you look at this, it really doesn't have the characters from the TV show. It has I should say it has the characters, but it's not the pictures of the people that played those characters in the show. This is not the Bat or the Joker at all from the Batman series, which you'll see in. So, and also this is called the Black Bat series right here. And the character that played this, his first name was Caesar. I mean, well-known actor. Forgive me, I should know the names. If I like the series so much, but it escapes me a little bit. I'm not good on actors' names and stuff like that. I know Adam West, and that's about it. But this is called the Black Bat series. There is a Red Bat series and a Green Bat series. And I know might be speaking out of turn, and I might be very wrong, but I believe both of those series, which are different series, the pictures are different, but the characters look more like the characters that you see on the TV. I think way I read this one was because there's no artist attributed to this series that I could find. So what my understanding is DC Comics and the developers of the TV show in the 60s wanted to get something out there for it, for the series, and this was it. I don't think they made any comic books for the series till well afterwards. I've been getting this. They have a 66 comic book series now. I don't think it's running anymore. This one here is terrible, and I got a 2.5. So just remember this. Look how bad this cut is on this. And I got a 2.5. Just keep that in mind for later. Consistency. That's all I ask. Beautiful 4.5. These cards are just so beautiful. This is one of the closest renditions of the series. And if you've read a lot of the comic books and stuff at this time, Batman, Robin's not always with him. There's several different Robins in the comic book series. And he usually comes to a bad ending. Now they have like a Nightwing and a different Robin, and they have so the three different Robins could be in a current atmosphere. So you have the Red Mask, regular Robin, and Nightwing. So, and then you have other Robins that might not have made it through everything. So this is one of the first ones that has the pow or boom or whatever that you see that was so iconic on that TV series. And I want to start looking at the green and red ones just to see if like Batgirl or some of the other characters from the show are a little bit more prominent. I wonder if they have the Bat Dance, which is an iconic scene, or King Tut, some other characters that were pretty much synonymous with that show that really didn't make it outside. Now here's some Thud here. Yeah, and this is the Spikes of Death. So, they never, this right here would be tune in next week at the same bat time, same bat channel, and we'll watch how he gets out of this. So that's how the show usually ended. I also, man, when I was a kid, I had the viewfinder. I've been kind of looking for when I go to toy shows and stuff, because I would like to get that back. That's something that I regret getting rid of. I regret getting rid of all my toys. I had all the Amigo Batman stuff. I had the 66 Batmobile. To me, there was no other Batman. And then when the movies started coming out, late 80s, early 90s, and I was like, what is this representation of Batman? And then I started getting a little bit more into the comic books and stuff. Just the colors on this thing are just so banging. I'll try to roll through this a little bit faster. Just love. I'm just so glad I did this. I got to get some cases. Usually cases only hold 36 cards. So it's 55 cards in this. And I'm sure SGC case, which I have behind me, still holds 36, I think. So I'm trying to redo some stuff in my spare bedroom. See, this is a 1.5, and that other one was a 2.5. That's I told you, remember that. This is a 1. I mean, you see discoloration, Catwoman. And reading the comic books and looking into the little bit more of the lore, because even on the channel they had two different Catwomans over that played the Catwoman during the 66 TV show. I forget how many seasons, 2 or 3, wasn't very long. But they had a flirtatious, to say the least. Even as a kid, you could see it. I wasn't in 66. I watched it in the 70s and 80s. Reruns, of course, syndication. They did have a TV movie that came out. That was kind of like the jump in the shark moment. This is my authentic. It is badly cut here. But still, I think it looks better than the, what I say, 2.5 or whatever I got on that other one. I think this is the only authentic one I have. I think the rest of them have grades. Um, this was very like most stuff, quality control, went to kids. It's a tough grade. It's just a very tough grade. A lot of all centered, a lot of beat up cards. High grade stuff does do very well in this, but low grade stuff, if you're looking for value, which I'm really not, I felt like I got a good deal on the whole set. Uh, Getting it graded or have a graded set. I have seen graded sets for sale, so I'm not the first one. But back to so the lore is, so if you ever watched the back in the 90s or early aughts, they had a show called Birds of Prey. One season, another authentic. Sorry, I told y'all wrong. I do not know why this just got an authentic. Was it paper loss, a hole? I don't know. You, I don't know. Man, that's a tough one. But yeah, authentic there. And so the leader of it would be the actual person in the that was the leader of it was the daughter of Batman and Catwoman. The actual leader in the original series of comics, the Overwatch, was Barbara, which played Batgirl, which was Commissioner Gordon's daughter. She got crippled by the Joker. So she was Overwatch, which, if you watch the new DC stuff that was on the CW, they kind of used that same thing. And as an Overwatch, another beautiful card here on Green Arrow was what's his face's wife when she was crippled for a few seasons. I think she had a mental block or whatever. So they used that character. She became that. She was actually called Overwatch. I thought that was pretty cool. They did that. Just some trivia. I don't really like this Riddler. The Riddler from the TV show was pretty cool. I forget his name too. He played a really good Riddler. I do like Enigma in was it which one was they had a good Enigma in it? Oh, in the TV series Gotham, that was kind of telling you the history of Gordon a little bit, and Batman, Bruce Wayne as a child, but it was mainly of Gordon. Another cool one there. Just beautiful colors. This might take a minute. 55 cards, trying to go through it. Now, this was the Secret Hideaway. I don't know where this came from. TV show was a statue, head flipped, and then they had a little toggle button in it. And then a bookcase went apart, and they went down to the Batcave. I've never seen a clock open up. So that's a new one to me. Man, the Riddler was really close in several of these. Now, this is iconic here. I actually also have a couple of figures that have this. This is really, really damn close. They must have seen a picture of it in the mock-ups of something, because in a TV show, I think this is real close. I don't think it's this big. It's almost like a piece that fits in their mouth. I was laughing because the Star Wars episode where they go see the Gungans underwater and they put that piece in their mouth was almost the same exact thing as in Batman 66. I thought it was pretty comical. But yeah, so breathing apparatuses. I guess it was not even swimming; it was more for gas. Another boob here, trap for the Riddler, and then they capture the Riddler. And this was done like kind of a comic book kind of, scenes. Deadly Robot, which I don't know what that is. Also, this monstrous illusion. When I saw that, I thought it was going to be Sandman, but Sandman is a newer character. And then when I saw this, I thought it was going to be Grog, which is the smart ape that has mental or telepathy. But it wasn't. I was very confused on all these just random pictures of big animals and stuff. And saving a child from a train, I thought that was kind of dark. Then a whirlpool. Just some random stuff here at the end. And the last one is hidden loot. So I had fun with this. I know it's not for everyone. I know if you turn this off, I understand. Or you want to turn it off, or you're laughing at me. I really enjoyed this. I thought I got this set for a steal. It also came with the binder for this series. I will be on the lookout for the red and green, and I know on eBay I'm pretty sure I can buy those cheaper for pretty cheaply. But I think that's another one I want to look for in a while to see if it's halfway decent before I buy it. I do have a couple of the cards thanks to Mike. He gifted me some. I think they're the greens. So just have that out there. So this week, I do want to touch on one thing tomorrow night. My topics for Sunday night is how long do we trust the authenticity of the part of grading? We got a little shook this last few weeks. Great coverage on this fake PMG Michael Jordan by several different people, Neo and Carlos. I don't want to really jump into that. My really thing is like how much longer this fad of getting cards graded. Because my only reason of buying graded cards when I go for vintage is to make sure, to feel good that it's authentic. I know people want to just blame Beckett, but Beckett's not the only one that's been making these type of mistakes. So that's something that I really want to discuss tomorrow night. So bring your answers and questions for that topic, and also some cool things that I've seen that's going to happen at this year's national. So they're going to be doing some different stuff this year, and I think put on by the national and put on outside of the national. So I don't know. We'll talk more about it tomorrow night. I just and some of the pricing for, and I have a question for everyone. I'm in a little bit of a dilemma of what I want to do for one thing. Yeah, so I think I'm hopefully have some friends on for the show. I know it's Father's Day, so I hope everybody enjoys their Father's Day tomorrow. And remember the fathers we don't have with us anymore. Even if it's not your father or somebody. I have people in my life that were like fathers. I've said it before with the Mother's Day. I grew up in a very uh, I don't want to say Leave It to Beaver neighborhood, but it was a close knit neighborhood. Like in the summer, they would be outside at night. The parents on the weekend, you couldn't get away with nothing in our neighborhood because all the parents were so close, and we were all close in age. It was very nice time to grow up in my neighborhood, and I can't speak for all neighborhoods, but we had a very good neighborhood growing up at that time. And, so I have people that I miss very dearly that were very good to me and very close to me and were like fathers to me. Mr. Elmore, Gary Elmore, Jim Wilson, um, Vic Fulp, which was one of my baseball coaches. Uh, these guys would, you know, they were great to me, and they told me like it was as well. That when you look back in the people that would tell you the realness, they're the ones that had your best interest at heart. The ones that would blow smoke up you didn't. And Mr. Danny Henderson. I know I'm going to forget people, but these are all people that I'm thinking about this weekend, as well as my own father, which is, it's my best friend right now. So until tomorrow night, like, share, tell a friend, love your fathers, and remember the ones that we can't have time with. And until then, see ya.